Greetings, everyone. My name is Anthony Gambale, and welcome to Dreams University, Dreams Business Cloud, Episode 1. Going to run a series of episodes going from pretty much soup to nuts on Dreams Business Cloud to get you to a college level aptitude to the system here. This is built on a Go High level chassis, so if you're not part of Dreams and somehow you stumbled across this video, you'll see that it is a Go High level chassis, and you'll learn a little bit about Go High level. So you're also welcome to join. Look in the description box below. There'll be a bunch of links to things I'm going to be covering along as this video moves along in this video, as well as all videos in this series. Okay, so I'm going to make believe, or I'm going to decide that you have no idea what Go High level is. You've never seen it. You have limited computer skills, and this is going to be pretty much a very rudimentary introductory class to get you started where you can begin working immediately. Okay, and we're going to take it right step by step. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk about what the first things that you should do as soon as you get your Dreams Business Cloud, or Go High level if you're not a Dreams Business Cloud subscriber. It's pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to cover some of the very first things that you're going to do. So when you get this, let's actually talk a little bit about what Dreams Business Cloud is, built on the Go High level chassis. It is a complete CRM, client contact relationship management system. Basically, it is automation. Okay, it is automation, and it also has AI features. Okay, so one of the things you have to really be aware of that is how AI and automation is changed and is continuing to change the world we live in the business world, and also in our personal lives. Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a business owner, or if you are a salesperson or an advisor, or whatever the case, whatever that is, if you're not using AI, and if you're not using automation, you are missing the boat. Okay, and I use this quote all the time. Um, if you're not using AI, the person that is using AI will replace you, right? It's not the AI, it's not artificial intelligence or the automation that is going to replace you. It's the person, or the individual like myself, or hopefully you that's watching this video, is going to replace someone else who is just stuck in the 20th century. Okay, business is moving at the speed of light. AI is changing the way we integrate everything, and it's moving extremely, extremely quickly. So what's the first thing you should do? Number one is set up your account. Okay, this is a demo account. You can see here it says demo. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the settings, lower left-hand corner. Okay, this will work for any Go High level system as well. And you're going to put in your information. It's really important that your information is up to date and accurate, because of the automation in here. There are some laws that you're not allowed to do spamming and stuff like that. We've all had spams coming into our emails and text messages and all that. So they're really, really on board with being, of course, with laws and up to speed. So what you need to do is make sure that your name is here. There's a business profile and a personal profile. So you get your business name. If you are a sole proprietor, if you are an agent and you don't have an LLC or a company, and it's just you, John Smith, right? And I'm an independent contractor. You're going to use your name, the name that you pay your taxes with. Okay, whatever that is, whatever's on your tax, your 1040, that's the name that you're going to put there, right? You can put your logo in here, your legal name. Of course, you're going to put your email address in. You're going to put your business phone here, and your branded domain. Okay, I'm assuming that hopefully you have a domain by now. If not, go over to GoDaddy and come up with a domain. Right, a domain is going to allow you to host the website. It's going to allow you to outreach, also set up an email on that dedicated domain, right? Because you want to come across as a business, right? So you want to have a business domain. That takes you all of a couple of seconds. I mean, you just The hardest part is finding the domain. Once you get the domain, it's just a matter of going in there, connecting it, and getting it going, right? So you're going to put your email address in your domain. The website you're going to put in here, okay, is going to be the website that you're going to use for your A2P, which is your automation to person. Okay, well, that's what that means. A2P means. And the AI, what did I just say about AI just a few moments ago, is going to go to that website and make sure that it's compliant. It's not a person, so it has to be set up a certain way. We'll talk about that here in this video, probably maybe the next video. I want to keep these videos around 20 minutes to a half an hour at most. So, but you want to put your website in here that's going to point to what business niche. Most of us are in insurance business consulting, so that's fine. Business category, right? Update the information. Business type, business. Here's where you're going to put. Uh, Make sure this isn't the type of business. A lot of these are drop downs. Uh, where are you? We're in the U.S., so EIN number, business registration number. Okay, you're a sole proprietor, you're an independent agent, and when you file your taxes, you use your social security number. Okay, what you're going to do now is you're going to get an EIN number. Okay, look in the link of the description is a link to the page that I'm going to show you. You're going to go here to the IRS and you're going to apply for an EIN number. It takes just a few minutes, okay? And it will display on the screen your EIN number. So don't click away from it, write that number down, download a copy of it. You'll have your EIN number, you're good to go. Okay, once you do that, then you're going to go over here, you're going to put your EIN number in there, right? And just kind of follow the bouncing ball. Put your street address in here, very simple, your time zone, okay? So we'll talk a little bit about time zones. I'm in Eastern time zone, right? This is automation, right? So if I have an automation, a phone call or a text message going to an individual in California, and I started at 9 a.m. Eastern time, uh, it's going to be bling, bling, blinging at 6 o'clock in the morning. That person will not be happy, right? So time zones are important. You must have your time zone in, and also the time zone of the contact that you're going to be reaching out to. If you're playing in your own sandbox, meaning your own time zone, you live in California and you're just going to be working in California and Oregon and Washington, no problem. You could just leave the time zone alone on the you'll have yours in here, of course, but your client's time zone, you don't need it. But if you move or they move, you're going to want to do time zones. So just do it right in the beginning, get in the habit of having your time zones. It's just going to make you work really, really efficient. Of course, you're going to fill out all this information to the right, update the information. You're going to check the boxes here. You're going to put your duplicated email in here. Then you're going to go down to the email fields here, and this is where you upload your email services. You'll go out and you'll get your domain name and you'll hook all that up. So let's say you want to send out emails, relatively quickly. You got your domain name and you're ready to go. So what you're going to do now is you're going to import your contacts in here. So let's actually let me pull up this document here, and I'm going to show you what this document will be. There'll be a link to this template again in the description. It'll be on a Google Drive here, and this is really just a template of how you're going to put your contacts in here. First name, last name, time zone, right? Their phone number, their email address, if there's a business name, and then tags. Okay, so let's talk about tags. A tag is it's an identifier. What does this person, how do I want to identify this person? How do I want to categorize them when I'm sending out correspondence? Okay, so here's just an example of some tags that I've created. A friend. So a friend is someone that you call all the time, you hang out, You may or may not live in the same state of them, but you just chat a lot about personal stuff and whatever. They're friends, right? Father, someone who's a father, self-explanatory. Mother, right? Same thing. Business owner, veteran, you name it. Um, you could categorize it anyway. So why is it important to have that? Well, we're coming up here. It's April 2026, right? Mother's Day is coming around the corner. So let's say you have 300 contacts in there, and half of them, 150 of them are mothers. So now you can go into and send out a Mother's Day. Of course, you can create a campaign for Mother's Day. You can send out a call. Hey, was thinking about you. Happy Mother's Day. You can send out a text message, a little Mother's Day, GIF or whatever. You can do whatever, right? Or an email. Happy Mother's Day, Father's Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July, whatever. However you could do this. As infinite ways with tags. You could do it by industry. You can do it by occupation. It really allows you to be surgical in your contacting with individuals. Okay, so here's our tag. So when this contact uploads into the system, okay, it's going to upload with these tags. And you can add as many tags as you want in this category here, just by putting a comma and adding a whatever. Right? Once you're done with that, you're good to go. You have all this could be 5,000 names in here, right? Or whatever the case may be, however many you're going to do. Maybe in groups of 100 or less or whatever, but they're good to go. So now what? We've got our list, our file. We're going to now pull this file into the Go High Level Dreams Business Cloud system so we can begin correspondence. So let's now go into that feature. So what you're going to do now is we're going to go to the contacts. Get used to your menu here. Since we're here, maybe I'll go through the menu. Here's your business profile, billing, opportunities, pipelines. So these are all the opportunities that are built within here. This is a demo account, so there's nothing here, but they're here. Calendars, this is where you can create calendars. Okay, I created a 15-minute calendar. We'll talk a little bit about that. Your email will go here. You'll pull your emails. Again, this is a dummy account, so it doesn't have that in here. Phone is where you're going to get your phone number. Okay, you're going to request the phone number right away within your area code, whatever. You can do WhatsApp, custom fields, custom values. Okay, custom fields are within the contact form, meaning the address, the city, the state, the name of the business, right? Something that is naming the information that you're looking for. And then you've got custom values, which is the information that you're going to fill in, the zip code, your name, your phone number, your email address, so on and so forth. And you got integrations, and here's your tags that I was talking about. So let's go here to contacts. Now we have our contacts as our dashboard. We're going to go into contacts, and we're going to pull these contacts in. And as you can see here, I already pulled that in. So let's open our friend Bill Smith in. So we got his name, first, last, email, phone number, right? Here's those tags, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just below here is the name of the business, ABC Corp. And here's the time zone. Again, it's important. I can't stress, time zones if you're moving around the country, how important it is to be in the correct time zone. Okay, so we're going to go out. So how do you do this? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit the import button, which is it's up underneath this blue banner. I don't know if it's a glitch here with the way it loaded today. So I'm going to zoom in by I have a wheel on my mouse. I'm just going to hold the control button down and roll my wheel, and it's going to zoom in, and then eventually you'll see the import button pop in. So I'm going to click import, and then I could zoom back out again. So what are we doing now? We're going to import our contacts. Check the box. Next. We're going to grab, what do we want to do? We want to create and or update contacts. So you can you can upload the same list of the same people if you've changed or you added a field to it, and then it will go to that person and just change the information that you put in there. So then you go here, you find that list, you're going to pull it in, go next. Next thing it's going to ask you uh, is the mapping. So this is what you want to see. First name, Bill, contact first name, boom. Last name, mapped, last name. Time zone, time zone. Phone, phone. Email, email. Business name, tags, tags. So what this is saying, the Go High Level is saying, I recognize the form that you have. I understand the fields. I can read the information perfectly. We have all checks. Now, sometimes you'll have a list that you've created that'll have fields that are not checked, right? They're just, it could be whatever, mathematics in there, other information that's not in the system, and then you just won't import it. There'll be a box that says don't import it. So let's go to the next one here. So here is where you're going to do a couple of things. Okay. The first thing you want to do is create a smart list, and then you're going to name it whatever this list represents. Okay, let's just say these are all my best friends, right? I'm just going to put that in here. So now I know these. I'm not going to add a tag because I've added tags already, right? But you can add a tag after the fact. But we're going to say best friends, okay? Then we're going to scroll down and we're confirming. You've got this little widget here. You can move this widget. Sometimes it gets in your way. So don't think, oh, this is in my way. I can't push a button. Sometimes it happens to be an inconvenient spot and you've got to move it. So I'm confirming that, yeah, I know these people. I've contacted them in the past. We're good to go. You hit bulk import, right? And then you go to contacts. So bulk actions, here's where that action is going to be displayed. It happened immediately. Why? Because I only had one contact. If you had, say, 3 or 4 or 5,000 contacts, it could take 4 or 5 minutes, and then it'll be a percentage to let you know that it's how many percentage is done. And then here is the list, and you can go here and view the details of what's going on here. Is it imported, what level, where it is, the date, so on and so forth, right? Here's your stats. It'll tell you who came in, if there was any errors or any issues within it, okay? And then you can re-download it again also, okay? Now let's go back out to Smart Lists. So look at best friends, because so now that he's in that Smart List. I don't know where he is, but probably because he's already in here, he didn't go into the smart list. But here's Bill, here's all that stuff. So now you want to send out correspondence, right? So it's time to email to these individuals. Okay, so right now this account's brand new. All you can do is email. Right? That's all you can do at this stage of the game is send an email. Why? Because you don't have your phone number, right? So you can't do text messaging and you cannot do voicemails. Okay. You don't have that feature yet because your A2P, your automation to person, has not yet been set up. So you have to make sure that that process is going and moving forward. On the next video, I'll talk about setting up a landing page. I'll show you one of my landing pages. I'll make sure that your phone number and all that stuff is in there and you're in good order. So now we have our contacts in here, and we want to send out an email. Okay, so we're going to assume that you at least got your domain name in here and you're ready to send out emails. Okay, so let's go into that here. Okay, so automation is next. We have our contacts in there. Now we're going to send automation, a sequence of emails, okay? So the goal here, you're brand new with the company, you're looking to get your contacts to view a short 2-minute video, right? Just a short 2-minute video so they can really understand what it is that we do. We've created the workflows for you within the system, right? Here's the one that I created. It's got my name in it, so I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to talk about how this all works. Right now, this is set up with a contact tag. What that means is once you add this tag to that contact, it's going to automatically, okay, put that person into this workflow, and they're going to get whatever sequence of events that you have created. In this case, it's just a series of emails. As we cannot do anything with phones yet. So the first email that's going to go out, you're going to name it. Again, this will be here. You can change this stuff. Okay. These are those custom values I was telling you about. Okay. What custom values are, it's a system-wide way to input information where it could go across workflows, emails, websites, funnels, everything in a microsecond, right? Let's say you want to change your email address, or you want to change your phone number, or you want to change a piece of information, but that information is on 5 or 10 different websites and funnels and emails. You'd never be able to do it, right? You'd be there for hours going to each individual email, changing it. The custom values allows you to change it in one area in the system, in the settings, and then anywhere in the whole system where you have that custom value. In this example, it says agent's email. Anywhere that custom value is put, whether it's in an email or a text message or a funnel or a post or whatever it is, it's going to automatically change to whatever that updated information is. Okay, it is a godsend, let me tell you. Okay, so we've got our who's it from. If she says referring agent's name, okay, if let's say you're married, you just got married, right, and your name is now Mary Jones instead of Mary Smith, and you want to change it, all you gotta do is just change it, change the name, boom, now it's got the new name in there. Pretty amazing. So here is the system. Now within the system, there are, I'm going to show you this because you're going to probably eventually do this on your own. This little tag here, it looks like a tag, but it's a custom value. Remember, the custom values are created in there in the information that you input. A custom field is name. A custom value is John Smith. The value is what's going to be here. So if you go here and you go to contact, you'll say contact's first name. If you click that, it's gonna put this in here, what that person's first name is, comma. Okay. This initial campaign that we set up for you guys, for you new users, and even other users, it doesn't have to be just you. You can use this campaign for individuals that know if you had Dreams Business Cloud for a year or two. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to reach out because I'm working with a new company, Dreams Business Resources, and I really value your opinion. Okay. What we're looking for here is help. Hey, friend, I value your opinion. I want you to do me a favor, right? And I want you to check out this 2-minute video that explains what it is that we do. I love you to take a look at this video. Tell me what you think. Okay? They're not looking to sell anything. I just honestly need your feedback. I trust you. I know you, and I trust you. And here's that link, that video. Boom, that's going to go out. Okay. Now, if he clicks this, or she, we're going to know that they clicked on it, right? We're going to know that that person clicked on the link, and then we can call them and say, hey, what do you think of that what did you think of that 2-minute video about the dream score? And you're just going to ask them the question, have a dialogue. Okay. So here is the first email. I'm going to save the action. Now, what's the next step? The next step is a wait step, right? Because we're going to send another email out, but you're not going to send it out the same day or the next day. You're going to send 2 days later. From Monday to Saturday, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. So somewhere in that period of time, right, the Go High level of Dreams Business Cloud is going to say, oh, we need to send an email out to this person. Boom, it's going to go out. Now, if you're in New York and they're in California and it's a phone call or a text message, you're going to get, people live with their phones nowadays. I mean, they're glued to them. They breathe with them. It's crazy how, people are really attached to their phones. You want to make sure that you have their time zone in there. So that's where the time zones come in. So you can adjust this, make it whatever, start end time as you want. You hit save, you're good to go. Then the next email comes out, pretty much the same thing, checking up, making hear what they think of the video. Another wait step, 2 days. Another wait step, a couple of days later, boom, tracking clicks. And of course, you're going to call them along the way, right? Follow up. Okay, follow up, follow up, follow up. Let's talk about follow up. In business, the most important thing that you can do outside of initial contact is follow up. So how many times? Okay, how many times you call them? As many as it takes within reason. Okay, somebody that you know, this is a friend, right? Probably two, 3 times before they respond. And that's a friend, okay? On average. I mean, if they're a really close friend, they'll immediately call you back 5 minutes later. But, most people are wrapped up in their life, right? And it's not that they're dissing you or they're disrespecting you. They're just busy living. They're just busy living, right? So you're going to call back someone who is, let's say it's a business that you may frequent in town or someone that you may have a casual relationship with. You're figuring 7 times, 7 to 9 times for them to acknowledge you that you sent them something. Just an acknowledgement, a head nod. Maybe not even taking action that you asked them to do, but just acknowledge that you exist. Okay, I know you exist and you're reaching out to me for whatever reason, and then you start getting the conversation going. Okay, conversation. Now, when you're creating these correspondences for yourself eventually, you want to make sure that your emails end in a question, okay? Your text messages end in a question. Even on social media, your posts, whatever you do, when it comes to business, you always end with a question. And the reason why is a question needs an answer, right? A question needs an answer. What we're looking for here when we're corresponding with people is we're looking for a tennis match. Okay, we're not playing golf. We're playing tennis. What does that mean? That means you ask a question, they answer the question, ball's back in your court. You ask a question, you answer the question, back and forth, back and forth. Then eventually you get the dialogue starts to warm up, and then you get into whatever it is that you need to get into. But you always want to, be asking those questions. Okay, so here's the email. So what this is going to do is going to send them to the video page. You're going to watch that 2-minute video. You're going to call them and kind of see where they're what they're at, what they thought about it, and kind of go on from that. So here's your workflows, and of course, that workflow is going to go to um, a landing page. I think I put it in funnels, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see where I put it. I'm pretty sure it's in funnels. Yeah, here it is. So this is the landing page that automation is directing them to. Okay, here's that video. Like I said, it's under 2 minutes. It's 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay. So once they watch this video, they're either going to be interested in learning more about it, and if that's the case, they'll click on here, and you're going to put whatever you want them to do here. If you want them to book a calendar appointment with you, remember I showed you where the calendars were. You're going to create a calendar. They're going to put that in here, and then you're going to have that 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's all you're looking for. 15 minutes here, of course, you're going to put your phone number here, your phone number there. Very simple page, right? You don't want them to get lost in a monstrous page with all this kind of information. You really want them just to do one thing here, is watch this video, and after that, boom, direct it. So you can even put, book a 15-minute call after video completion or something to that effect here. You could add that here. Okay, let's go back into the system here. This has a booking page and a thank you page. I just have it on that one step, super simple. So you who just received the system here, you went over to GoDaddy, you got yourself a domain name, and you put it in and you're ready to go. Okay, so let's say it's really super easy. I'm going to just show you what to do here, putting a domain name. So you're going to go to settings, you're going to look for domains. Okay, where are your domains? Billing, objects, fields, domains. Connect a domain, right? And then you're going to go to your GoDaddy. You're going to get your domain name. You're going to put it right here. You're going to click connect and you're going to put it right here. Hit continue and then just wait. You're just going to sit and wait and it's going to do its thing here. If you did it like now and 5 minutes later, you're trying to pull it in, it could take a little bit longer. It could take a couple of hours. But it will pull in here and then you'll be ready to go. Okay. And then you're going to create a subdomain for your emails, and then we'll show you that here on the next video. So we're going to end this video here, and the next video will be about setting up your domain, setting up your subdomain, going in and getting your phone number going. But I wanted you to at least get your contacts in there and create your first campaign so you can get conversations started. Okay, with that, we'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel so every time I upload a video on the next topic I'm going to be training on, you'll know it's ready to be viewed and you'll be good to go. If you're not part of Dreams, go down into the subject, down into the description area. There's some information for you there as well. Definitely check the information below, and we'll see you in the next video.